Hi.
Yeah. Thank you here. Can you tell me your name, please?
Sure. My name is Fatoumata Coulibaly.
Fatimata. So
You
what
can
should
call me Fatou.
Fatu?
Yeah, to make
Okay.
it easier.
Yeah, easier. How old are you?
I am 28 years old.
28-year old. So
Yeah.
how might I refer to?
As she, her, and a hers.
Yeah. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
What is your racial background?
I consider myself as African.
African.
Hmm.
Okay. How long have been you in US?
I have been here for 5 years.
5 years.
Hmm.
So you come for study or
Yeah, when I first came, yeah, it's for school reasons.
for school reason?
Hmm.
So then you know IFI. How do you know IFI? How did you know IFI?
So it's interesting. So I used to work at the grocery store where I met this girl. Her name is Jennifer. And we started to just talk about, how I'm having a hard time to just connect with other international students,
Mm-hmm.
Christians,
Yeah.
more precisely. And she told me, my dad is a director of IFI that really hosts or just are like the work with a lot of international students. So maybe I can introduce you to him. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, sure, I will. I would love to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I met Jim, who is the director of IFI Cincinnati.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what do you think about IFI after you know about IFI?
I think it's such a for me. I think IFI will be so more suitable for someone that just arrived in the States. So by the time I met Jim, I was already here for like maybe 4 years or so.
Oh.
So it wasn't as someone that just arrived. So for me, it was just about connections and maintaining those connections with people. So it's not about discovering the city or like what's new about Cincinnati, just discovering Cincinnati. So I think if I did a good job networking with me and me like providing me with resources.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, can you tell me more about resources?
Oh
What
yeah,
kind of
sure. So through IFI, so we started like a Bible study with Jim. At the beginning, it was just me and Jim because Jim was like, what are your needs? How can I help you? I was like, at this point of my life, I'm already well established with school. Like, I know about the city. Like, I've traveled a little bit. So, like, really, what I need is like a community of Christian, like people that I can go to talk and we can share about the Bible, about our experiences. And he was like, okay, we can share. We can start like a Bible study. So we just started with Jim, and from Jim, it was from me and Jim was just like Mandy came into the picture, and Jim wife also came in the picture. So I met Mandy. Sorry, I lost track. What was the question again?
Yes. So what do you think about IFI?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So I think it really helps me with like to where I am now. Like it's a connection, it's a networking. So I think it helped me to be focused in my beliefs and
Okay.
to want to improve and challenge myself.
Yeah. You participate with IFI directly after you know.
Yeah, so like after that I had conversation with Jim, and he was like, okay, at this point, because you're not only looking for an internship, like it's something I cannot provide you now, like would you like to volunteer? I was like, oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
So I started to volunteer with IFI.
So, uh, sorry to ask, you got
Yeah.
paid for volunteer?
No, it's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
But do you think like IFI could be a bridge for your better life or career in US?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just feel like, I mean, they're American, obviously. So I think they know, like, no, they might not be the solution to your problem, but they might know someone that they can direct you to. And I feel like it's all about that. Who do you know? And I feel like if I know Jim, who is the director, like, he will have so much connection that will help me not be overwhelmed by an issue, but like to be able to talk to other people that could help me. It's not necessarily him,
Yep, yep,
but
yep.
he might know people that could help me.
So you can share any problems, like even personal problems.
Like it really depends at a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, for example, I remember when I used to be at Cincinnati State. and I have to explain to my instructor that hey, I would not be able to pay my tuition anymore. Like at this point, like it's really hard. I don't have any way, so I have to go back and tell her like my family background, like how I came here, because like people assume okay, if you are here, it's because you have the money to afford,
Mm-hmm.
and when I told her, I was like, I don't know how to help you, but I can find maybe people that could help you. So she literally found like these two couple that were impressed by my story,
Mm-hmm.
and they helped me for that whole semester.
Oh
So
wow.
I just feel like it really depends on the issue. Like it's not everything that you're
Mm.
going to say,
Yeah.
but it really depends on the issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got paid, like not paid, but your school are paid with the help of IFI then.
Uh
We can say.
no. That was just an example. IFI
Okay.
did not pay me for anything.
No, no, I mean the couples.
Oh yeah,
Yes, the
yeah.
couple. So the Jim introduced you to the couples,
Oh
and
no, it's my instructor. That did not have anything to do with gym. I'm
okay.
just telling you about the networking.
Oh yeah,
It,
yeah. It's the example of
yeah, yeah,
networking. Yeah, interesting.
yeah.
But did IFI offer you promotion or career development?
Yes, definitely. Cause like when I was looking as my by like I am finishing my degree, like I wanted to enter and to just have like an overview of what I'm studying. And I told Jim, I was like, hey, like, do you have internship for international students? So unfortunately, they do not. As far as I know, they don't have anything for like interns. You know, for international as if you're
Mm-hmm.
international students.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have a degree
Mm-hmm.
and to use your OPT and to work with them, if that makes sense.
I don't really got the point of OPT.
So
What is it that?
OPT it's a optional training for
Okay.
international students. So after completing any degree, like you have at least a year, depending on your field, you
Mm-hmm.
have a year to work without going to school.
Mm-hmm.
So IFI will take you when you complete your degree.
Yep. Let me check. Yes. Um, what do you see the desire or income that you can contribute to IFI? So
Yeah.
you were doing volunteering with
Mm-hmm.
them so that
Mm-hmm.
you can contribute to
Yeah,
them.
I think how I could contribute with IFI is to just bring diversity and awareness of
Mm.
people that have the same color as me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really it stood out to me when I went to the website or like any advertisement that they do. Like it's mostly, people from Asia, and I see. I mean, unless it's an annual meetings, and then I get to see all people of color. Like
Mm-hmm.
maybe bigger site as Columbus, but here in Cincinnati, I feel like people as me are less portrayed.
Mm-hmm.
Or be part of IFI, so I feel like me being part of there is like say, hey, you can come, it's safe, it's not just for Asians, it's for African too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I could be
Mm.
yeah, that's what I could bring
Yes.
to I
Yes.
five.
So yeah. So what do you think that they expect from you? They want it from your contribution with IFI.
uh I think the whole goal is to portray Jesus,
Okay.
to to share the gospel.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's with IFI, again, I think it comes back to the point of diversity.
Mm-hmm.
So if I am the one that as like as how society will portray me as, I don't know, international students, like black, female, so like all those aspects puts me does not put me in a good spot to
Mm-hmm.
portray, to advertise, or to to minister, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Yes.
But I feel like it shows that even though you are underestimated by society,
Mm-hmm.
IFI could use you to show that it's not about how you look or what you have, it's about showing who Jesus is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So now you are still doing volunteering jobs with IFI, but what do you do for a living?
So apart that I'm an international student, I started my internship with a crossroad.
Crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does Crossroads offers you a better opportunity for career?
I think they are a very growing church now, and they have like very how will I put that? They are, I would say their IT department is very more advanced as far as I know. So it really helped me see like the bigger picture of my field. So like for
Okay.
example, when I was looking for like opportunity with IFI, I was like, okay, we don't necessarily have that in Cincinnati, but it's something we can create. So like if I can have that with Crossroad, they help me see a bigger picture. Maybe it's something I can easily communicate to IFI, if that makes sense. Because I did not really know what to tell IFI because I never worked with like
Yeah.
an organization before.
Yeah. With IFI, yeah, maybe we pass that
Yeah,
question.
yeah, that's
Um,
fine.
okay. What do you think about the percentage of women of color in IFI? Maybe you can see like portray here in Cincinnati, only you women of color who are in the organization, and even like in the Columbus, is not too many women of color. What do you see about that?
Uh so like I can go back to, because my biggest the two biggest volunteer experience that I had with IFI was when we were doing the furniture sale, and there was also like the newcomer. They had a dinner for them, and then in that event, in those two big events, like I barely see people of color, people like international students coming from Africa. Like I just did not see any, to be honest with you. So
Okay.
it's kind of hard for me to say, okay, this is the percentage, because I can only refer to those events because that's when I got to see the students.
Yes.
Not only new students, but like even old students too. So yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not the good person to ask the question.
No, 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 I understand.
Yeah.
What you said, like so, like the percentage because of less participation of the women of color in the organization, so the information that spreads about the organization are less to women of color,
Oh, absolutely.
something
I
like that.
think that also could play a role. Like, if you work there, it will be easier to bring other people that look like you, right? So I feel like that could be also a bridge of not having that much diversity.
So what do you think the difference when women of colors? Yeah, yeah. Maybe you already answered that. So
Yeah,
when more women of colors, you will
yeah,
invite more
they'll be
women.
attracted to work with them.
Yeah. So you have any suggestion to FI, maybe related to racial inequality that you
Um,
see?
and I know most of it is about the number of people that come in the US as international student, and I know African are not as much as other Asian students, but I feel like if IFI try to go on out of their way and reach out to even the small percentage, they will feel loved. They will feel like, okay, it's something they want to be part of. But if it's all our Asians, like, even though it's for international students, I don't think they want to go because there's no people that look like them. So if for example they start having more volunteer of like people who look like me, and to go and work there and to have a position, I think that can be something that they will be comfortable going to IFI, knowing that it's safe and welcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you think at this moment the
Mm-hmm.
percentage of women of colors is less? That you see that the percentage of women who are working with IFI less
Mm-hmm.
than the woman white, or yeah, white is the majority, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. It was interesting for me to find that, to work with IFI, you have to fundraising. You have to fundraising yourself, if
Yeah.
that's correct. Um, so I feel like that opportunity is not very often given to people that look like me, or they don't pursue that. It's not a desire to go out to look for someone that will sponsor you. So maybe that's just what I think. Maybe it might not be right for someone else, but like that's how I see it could be hard for them to get there, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I get your point.
Okay.
That yeah, but we love IFI, right?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah, we
do.
love IFI. We love
We do.
yeah, we just you just like the suggestion for the FI, so hopefully like there will more be equal opportunity. Yeah, they open for opportunity, but like they
Go look for them.
go look for them. Yeah, they
Yeah.
open just open because they might be the information about that
Yeah.
is not reach them, right?
Right.
So they
Yeah.
go look for them, give the information
Yeah.
that maybe
Absolutely.
will be more women of color
Oh,
or
yeah.
even men of color.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Very
Thank
nice
you for
to talk to
having
you.
me.
Thank you.
I feel important.
Yeah, you are important.
Thank you.
Thank you.